Ladies and gentlemen, here we go, the last match of this session.
It is Armwr's reality check. I'm just like walking backstage and nothing's happening, and Neil comes up and oh, you might be pulling him, that guy. He's really strong.
Welcome to
Diesel Lee Webber hails from the Slough Slammers organisation, and behind closed doors this man has moulded himself into a true monster. But he lives in a cave.
I don't know anything about the guy. I hear he's strong inside.
A lot of horsepower, slow engaging into it, but when he's there, he's a freak.
Lee Webber has got diesel power.
You know, here I don't feel really, that nervous, because I feel confident, that I can beat the guy.
Diesel Lee Webber wasn't originally going to be on the card, but he really wanted an arm wrestling match. He got his wish. He got the opportunity to face a European champion, a world vice champion, a Nemiroff Cup winner, the elite of the elite.
My name gets called, so I walk out onto the stage, and I've never felt something like that before, with the crowd so massive, expecting a great fight, and I really want to show all my moves, all my arsenal. Yeah, just gonna go out and, show what I got.
Sandris the Panzer Sedis. In every sport, there's the guys who are front and centre. There's the guys that are talked about and everybody knows they're a star. Then, there's a second tier guy. There's a guy that the people in the sport, the people deep inside the sport, know all about, but they fly just a little below the radar. Sandris Sedis is a bad man, and everybody in arm wrestling knows he's a bad man.
But right now, getting Sandris on stage and let's see what happens.
The first round, I want to end this as quick as possible. Just go with my ace move, top roll, fast.
Got to come this way, Sandra's side. Sandris, you've got to come down off that knuckle, please.
On the far side of the table, Diesel Lee
Touch
Webber.
more, just a little bit there, this side. This, perfect. Don't re-grip Lee if he's got it. Bring these knuckles round. Ready go!
Wow, look at that!
Ready go!
Wow, look at that! From Sandris Sedis. Incredible drive. And the Latvian just ran a car over Lee Webber's arm. Wow.
Where was he saying that? Was he loading into the hand?
Yeah, it was quite loose.
It was loose.
Yeah.
He looks a little bit frustrated, like, shit, I'm out of this. He's unable to do anything, not even hold me a little bit.
Go.
If you're Diesel Lee Webber, everybody in your team has been bigging you up and telling you backstage that, Lee, if you get a hold of this guy, if you can stop this guy, you can definitely win this match because you're strong enough, Lee. We believe in you, Lee.
Take it this way. You've got to take it this way. Basically, shoulder off the touch, both men. Ready go!
Here we go! Big drive on the centre of Sandris. Bangs it up. Webber trying to find the hook. Trying to set that wrist up. Sandris equal to it. Webber now tries to collect his wrist a little bit. And he's on in the center of the table. Big drive for Webber. Sandris equal to it. Staying relaxed. Great arm wrestling. On the Latvian. This is magnificent coming from Sandris Sedis. Inside your we are in a war, ladies and gentlemen. It is inside. Now the battle. Wow!
So Sandris Sedis has made good on his promise. Sure, he went in a little tentative, but it ended up inside, and now we know. Now everybody knows, right? How strong is Diesel Lee Webber? Really, really strong.
This time I go a little bit slower. He's able to stop me.
And Sandris Sedis wants to test the water and goes for a defensive top roll just to allow Webber to get that little bite. He's going to hold him up, and then he's gonna roll through.
We end up in a hook, and now I'm like, oh shit.
Gets a bit of hand position and goes for a little reversal, but no, it's not there.
So we end up in this deep hook war. You go back and forth. He makes a surge, I surge.
Suddenly, Sedis has to go on his own attack, and he is starting to get a feel for what the rumours were all about.
And the place erupted like this guy was famous, you know.
That's it. That's it. You're in, mate. Keep it on there. Right?
The Latvians are one of the most professional nations in the world. They take the game seriously and they get serious results. How? That as a super match unfolds, the selection, the choice of attack in any situation at any time is critical.
The Latvian talent level is immoral.
Amazing arm wrestling, gentlemen. Perfect setups. Keep it going. Well done.
Incredible battle.
Shoulders, both men. It's got to come to Lee. It's got to come centre. But the centre is a little bit this way. And I need to bring this wrist off. I need to bring it off. Both men. Put it up.
Big drive again.
It's round 3, it's 1-1, and I say skip it. I'm going back to the old weapons, speed and power. I light him up with a quick top roll move, and there's no way he can hold on to that. It's 2-1 in my favor. How are you gonna come back from that, Webber?
Get as close as you can. Get that arm locked in.
Yeah.
As soon as your wrist is there,
Yeah.
if you feel like you're going to struggle with that on the setup,
Yeah.
finish up side over it.
Yeah.
Straps. Slip.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's got a monster hand, so
Yeah. Well, if his hand feels too dominant on
yeah,
the
it's
setup,
quite dominant. Yeah.
slip. Free. Remember to breathe. You can do this, mate. You can do this.
Here we go. 2-1 Latvia.
Sandris Sedis isn't too bothered about other people's opinions. Sandris Sedis wants to know himself. He wants to feel it, to experience it. He's conducting a live trial here today, and it's time for the next experiment. This one's called the press.
Centre table towards Lee. Centre table towards Lee. Bring this around, Lee. Take it off, Lee. Take it off, Lee. Ready, go!
Sandris Sedis. He changes direction, he changes it fast, and he hits the pad with the press. Mega arm wrestling Sedis. The Latvian is a bad man.
He's definitely not expecting that and is unable to do anything.
Because you know you can get so deep, you
Yeah.
open yourself up.
Yeah.
So he's going for that pure press side. He's bone lining you.
Yeah.
Land on top of it.
Right.
If you know it's coming there, make sure you bang, bang, fall on top of the hand. Yeah?
In the corner of Diesel Lee Webber. A simple and clear message. You know that you do have enough power to win this match. If the match takes place in the environment of your choosing. With Sandris Sedis, that's not easy to do.
So I go to my corner and Ray and Giannis is like, you should go in a hook, you know, like I was pretty much gonna do it anyway. So this really didn't work for me last time, but now I'm going into my hook and not his.
The good news is that the next stage of Sandris Sedis' trial is the slow hook.
Be more happy with your position.
Ready to go? Walks up and said, let's go. And inside we go. Ladies and gentlemen, we are deep inside here on the main stage. It is on. Sedis and Webber, war here. An absolute scream. What a battle in the Arm Wars reality check. Who loses more?
No, look, half inch.
With the shoulder trying to finish this, and loving driving cannot do so.
in a main draw tournament where there is no room for error. You've got to pick your weapon extremely carefully. In a super match format, if you feel like you may be able to do it, you have the opportunity.
This round was like icing on the cake. I might not win, but that was the most fun I had all day.
He's here to test himself. In that way, he emulates the great John Brezink. This is a man who wants to test himself in each and every area. That's why we love it.
I did not expect that at all. The endurance, for a guy that I never heard of, I thought that his hook was probably world class as well. I really haven't felt such strong hook in Latvia from anyone.
Go for the straps. Ask for the straps. Yeah. You know he can't escape. When he's in the hook, it's game over.
I think his hand's too much for straps.
Nah, mate.
It's 3-2 now, and I need only one win to secure the victory. And I'm going back to what works: speed.
Here we go. Ladies and gentlemen, raise it up for these guys. The 6th round of what has been an unbelievable battle here.
Here we go. Oh,
Oh, Sandris Sedis with the win. Latvia with the win. Ladies and gents, Britain's own Diesel Lee Webber. Is he strong? Lee, you came into this event as an alternate. And because of the issues with the travel of the Bulgarians, you got the call to step up. That in itself is never an easy situation. How much did that mess with you mentally, first of all?
Yeah, quite a lot, because the guy's mega strong, you know, so yeah, just had to just give it a whirl, you know.
Well, the crowd here certainly saw that, and when it comes down to power, you must take a lot of satisfaction out of this, because you can hang with some of the best guys in the world, no question about it.
Yeah, I just had to rely on my hook. I mean, he's got a mega hand, very strong wrist, so what I could do is just try and in the hook as my strongest, powerful position. And obviously it worked, but, you know, I'll come back.
Ladies and gentlemen, Diesel Lee Webber. Sedis. Hey, what an animal. That was great for so many reasons, Sandris. Your debut here in Arm Wars, how did you find it, mate?
I found it great. I came here to have fun, and that's what I did. Just had fun, and I've been preparing for other match, but that's all right. I'm up to the challenge always, and here to just have fun.
Now, we saw you go through the gears, go through the technical range. You lit Lee up early on, but probably everybody's favourite moment of that match had to be when you stepped up to the table and said, "You want to go in hook? Let's go." What was going through your mind there? Was that just a proving point?
Yeah, at first I wanted to establish a comfortable lead. I wanted to beat him and test him in his strongest position. And there he's world-class athlete, so hats off to him.
Ladies and gentlemen, a humble and extremely talented Sandris Sedis.
The debut of Sandris Sedis was something to behold. This guy has existed in the shadows. Sandris Sedis came to Arm Wars to show himself and prove a point. And he did that wonderfully. He showed the world that Sandris Sedis is a problem. Here at Arm Wars, we loved Sandris Sedis. We're pretty sure you guys do too. So we're going to invite him back. You're going to see more from the chef at the Iron House.